Good morning. There's some sun today. Hopefully you can see me okay. So this morning I had a good question that popped into my brain. I was watching something about, really writing out what your vision is. And I know that this can be hard for a lot of people because you are so used to talking to everyone and taking care of everyone else's needs first. So I want to know, when is the last time that you actually thought about your needs first and you actually put that first? Because once you're able to start doing that, that's when you're going to start finding yourself getting momentum in whatever it is you're trying to do. Good morning, Cheska. How are you doing? So this is super, super hard for so many people. Even for me. I mean, when you have a family or even a spouse or anybody in your life, you want to make sure that they're taken care of, right? You want to make sure that they're happy. You want to make sure that the people that you work with are taken care of, your clients are taken care of, everyone's taken care of, and guess who gets forgotten? You. And when you push and try and help everyone else, it's super easy to burn yourself out. And by the way, you often forget why the heck you're doing it to begin with. So when you are starting your day, there's 3 things that I'm actually challenging my clients to do right now. The first thing that we're doing every day is we're clarifying why we're doing what we're doing and what the heck we're doing. We're creating something, because if we're not creating something, then we're not growing, and then we are also connecting, and we're connecting with the people that that we can help, right? But the first thing you've got to do is you've got to start with the clarify. You've got to clarify what is important to you and put yourself first in that, and make sure that you're taking the time that you need to take care of yourself first. Because if you don't do it, then you can't help anybody else. And this is one of those crazy things, right? So let's think about it. When's the last time you asked yourself, what do you really want? Like, what do you really want in life? What is that thing? I mean, we all say, oh, I want $1 million. I want this, I want that. But what do you really want? And if you really boil it down to what you really want, I'd wager to say you want happiness. You want some version of happiness, and your version of happiness is going to look very different than my version of happiness. But we all want that. And what ends up happening is we think that when we put other people's needs first, and when we start taking care of what other people want, that they're happy, and then that gives us happiness, right? Because we're satisfying their needs. But here's the deal. You cannot please everyone. You can't. Me, as the biggest people pleaser on the planet, has learned this lesson. You will never be able to please everyone. So if you don't start with what you want first and what really is going to make you happy, then you're going to continue to chase this thing forever and ever and ever. So whether we're talking about what you want to do for a job, whether we're talking about, what you're going to have for breakfast, I don't care. Like, just start to think about what makes you happy and what you really want in your life. And as you do that, start to think about writing it down. Think about just starting to journal it, because what'll happen is we have buried what we want so deep in everything else that we do that it's going to take a little while for it to come up if you haven't done this in a while. So start to just write it down. Start to make notes about the things that you like, and also, if that's hard for you, then go with the things that you don't like. Because if you know what you don't want, then it's a lot easier to translate that to what you do want. So be aware of where you're at, what's going on, what do you enjoy about your life, what don't you enjoy about your life, and what do you want that to look like, okay? And then as you are doing this and as you're writing it down, it's going to become more and more clear to you what that looks like. Then you can really start to put that vision to life, right? Every single day, when you start to clarify this more and more and more, you're going to not only know what it is you want, but you're also going to be able to see the opportunities to get you there. Because the more you focus on that and the focus on what you do want, the more that's going to come into your life, right? What we think about, we bring about. So I want you to start thinking about what you want, what's really important to you, and then from there, you're actually going to be helping everyone else in your life too. Because the happier you are, the better a place you're in for yourself, the better you're able to help everybody else. So that is my little soapbox for this morning. I hope that is helpful. Start writing that stuff down, you guys. It makes such a difference. And let me know, do you know what you want, what that vision is? How clear is that vision for you? I'll tell you what, like for me, it's taken me a long time, and I still practice this every day because my vision is slowly evolving, right? And it's coming to fruition in front of my eyes. But if I didn't write it down and I didn't pick something that I wanted first, I'd never get there. So start to do that. Give yourself permission to say, you know, I'm doing this for me, because you do deserve it, and the people in your life deserve it. And the more that you do it for you, the more you're going to be able to help everybody else. So that's it. Hope you have a fabulous day. We'll catch up soon. All right. Bye.